Hey guys, welcome back to Jeep Comic Collector. This is episode number 400. And while I don't have anything special planned to celebrate 400, I gotta tell you, this has been a great week of videos, man. The comics we've been showing have been fantastic. Tomorrow's claim sale is probably gonna be a record setter because the hits do not stop coming out of these boxes I've been pulling this week. They're just fantastic books. If you saw the one yesterday, then you know we are finishing up. I actually only had time to go through half the box because there was so many amazing books in there to look at and talk about. And there's more of that today. It's going to take us a while to get through these as well. I haven't gone through them, but I can tell by the few issues that I showed at the end of last video, it's just more of the same. I paid up a little bit for this box. It's not the normally around 30-ish cents that I pay. It was 70 some cents, I think. I forget. But it's from DA Comics. They have great boxes. If you see them doing flat rate boxes, check them out because wow. Just look at the books that were in this box yesterday and today, and you will see what I mean. So let's get started. Thanks for being here. I just left everything in the same spot. I'm just going to tape this cord up out of the way once again. And it's just such awesome stuff in this box. And yeah, we'll keep going. Please please subscribe. And tomorrow's claim sale should start around 12:30, 12:45. And just amazing books. So here we go. Detectives Inc. Number 2 from Eclipse Comics. For mature audiences, I haven't actually, I'm not familiar with this title, so I don't know what it is or what it's about. It's just an early 80s Eclipse title, which are always worth checking out. So, interesting art, kind of a different style. Almost looks like the style that they used in a lot of the UK stories. So this might be some kind of UK reprint. Not sure. But looks interesting. DC Special number 19. War Against the Giants. 50-cent special. Superman, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, and the Indestructible Giant, which apparently is just some other story. This one's got a rip here where this part of this page is turned up just a hair. You can see there. You can see that, right? So I'm just going to bend that back down again to get it started going in the right place. I got a Bugs Bunny ad for Jungle Habitat. I hadn't seen that ad before. I've seen ads with the Looney Tunes characters in Jungle Habitat, but I haven't seen that particular one before. Cool. Got Gil Kane art on Green Lantern. And yeah, the Indestructible Giant appears to just be a story from one of the anthologies. No heroes or anything in it, but it does have art by Gil Kane. And then you got Wonder Woman, the Human Charm Bracelet. So all stories dealing with giants. Something you don't actually see too often in the DC universe. And the Vincent Price Shrunken Head Apple Sculpture Kit. Actually tried finding this commercial the other day because I remember this commercial. I remember it was cool with Vincent Price in it. And I wanted to show it on the as one of the clips on the streams, and I could not find it, unfortunately. But there are some other cool Vincent Price commercials. But I couldn't find this one. DC Special number 13, Strangest Sports Stories Ever Told. So probably all reprints from Strange Sports Stories, I would imagine. This is from 1971. And you got, some cover wear and whatever that is. Just kind of a spider web off of the staple sort of effect. And it'll fold over down here at the bottom of the last page. A little chunk missing. I mean, but all in all, not bad condition at all for how old these are. Oh, here's number 9. Another Strange Sports Stories Ever Told. These are DC specials, right? Yeah. Wow, they must have reprinted almost the entire series, because I don't think it lasted that many issues, actually. So there's number 9. This is number 7 with even more Strangest Sports Stories Ever Told. I mean, unless they had those kind of stories somewhere else besides that particular series. Unfortunately, they don't tell you in the magazine where the particular stories are reprinted from, but still very awesome. This is a nice copy. This is nice square bound. Not as much damage to this one as the others too. Very cool. And then from Image, you have Death Blow number 17. It's a pretty beat up copy. I'm not sure why or how that got in there compared with all the other ones in this box, but there it is. Daffy Duck number, I don't know what number. It's a 15-cent cover. And unfortunately, that residue looks like it's on the cover. Yep. So, sticky residue on the cover from, looks like it would have had a sticker or something there that they took off. It's the bad chipping over here on the side. But this is Daffy Duck number 65 from 1970, Gold Key issue. It is ripped up the spine there at the bottom and detached from the bottom staple. It also has a rip right here at the bottom of this page. Actually, that goes through the whole book a little bit. And another rip back here. But it is complete. And of course, lots of Looney Tunes fun. And I'm gonna get my Absorine out and see if that will do anything for the sticky residue. I'm not sure if it does. I honestly have no idea what this works on and what it doesn't work on. We've used it a lot of times and it has not helped. And then occasionally it works great. So it all depends, I guess, on whatever it is you're trying to take off. But my first thought is that this should work fairly well for something like this. It's definitely having an effect, somewhat. Mostly it's just kind of rubbing the sticky part together, almost like you would if you were just rubbing it off. I might be able to do that with my finger, just get it kind of rolling in there. Or I might just be smearing it all over the cover. Oh, well, it is working, but it definitely takes some patience. It's, I wish it would work faster, but I don't want to rip the book or anything, so it's ripped up enough. But you can definitely see it going away. It's almost gone, at least to the point where the sticky part is gone. There's still going to be a stain there, but a lot of it is coming off. Oh, so pretty cool. I got a couple little spots there that I'd like to still get off if I can. That worked pretty good. Let's try it over here. All right. It's still, you can still feel kind of something there, but that worked fairly well. Just going to try and brush the residue off without getting it into the bags here. Well, I'll just put this bag to the side is what I'll do. So yeah, and then I'm gonna look. There's a little something right there. I'm just gonna. That wasn't a good idea. I'm scraping the cover there, so made it a little bit worse. Unfortunately, there was a little bit more here. I thought I could scrape off, and I scratched the purple part instead. But there, we got it off. But at least the stickiness is gone for the most part. Still, like I said, a stain there, but not bad considering. I mean, the condition of the rest of it is pretty beat. So I'd say I did pretty good, but I shouldn't have done the razor. Awesome. It's always awesome to find a Daffy Duck. And then I assume this is also a DC special. It just says DC Superstars of Space. Oh, there might have been a Superstar series. I'm not sure. Yeah, this is DC Superstars number 8. So not a DC special. And it looks like it features Adam Strange and the Star Rovers, plus the very first Star Space Ranger story. So you got an Adam Strange story with art by Carmine Infantino. The one thing I didn't care for on all these DC reprints and big magazines that they did back then is for them to constantly put this header at the top to fill in space. Like we needed the branding to know what title we were reading and what feature we were reading or something. It looks very odd to me, and I don't quite understand why it's there. But here's the Space Ranger story, art by Bob Brown. That's pretty cool. Nice art on it. But, I mean, you just don't need this header on every single page, At the same time, it would have been, I guess, short if they didn't have that there. But I don't understand why it would have been. So I'm not sure. And then here are the Star Rovers with Gardner Fox doing the writing and art by Sid Green. So yeah, that's cool too. From PC Comics, Pacific Comics, we have Darklawn the Mystic, number 1. Pretty decent shape. There's some possibly some spine wear right on the edge because I can see whiteness there right in here. and then you got this like kind of color fading on the orange, but I'm not sure if that's supposed to be there or if that's actual damage. Not sure. And this is a pretty cool cover when you take a look at it. I mean, it's got, the whole body of this guy, so you focus kind of on him, but then when you take a closer look, it's got the evil guy back here his throne or whatever, and then there's a skull cave back here. Is this guy here? It looks like Hawkman. I'm sure it's not, but it looks like him. And this is from 1983. And, it's story and art by Jim Starlin. There's a surprise. I had not heard of this character before. Did not know it was Jim Starlin. So, yeah, you can see that now. If you see this and how it kind of looks like some of his Marvel work. Wow. I wonder if this is worth any money. This is kind of cool. All right, awesome. Then we have the Doomsday Squad from Fantagraphics Books. This is number 2. And this reprinted stories by John Byrne that originally appeared in Charlton Comics. And then they said there was a Lloyd Llewellyn story in here. There it is. So there is some new work in there as well, although it's not by John Byrne. And we have Blackthorn, another 3D issue. This is Dick Tracy in 3D, number 1, or Blackthorn 3D series number 8. And unfortunately, the 3D glasses are missing from this one as well, but I have mine here, so I'm going to check it out. And see how it looks. And so far, it is really honestly not that great of 3D effects, which is understandable considering it's just reprinting old comic strips. Hopefully they do something to make them a little bit 3D-ish, but I don't really see too much of that happening. I mean, it looks a little different, but there's no really cool 3D effect that makes you go, ooh, wow, it's just not there. So that one's a little bit of a disappointment there. No real cool 3D effects in that one, unfortunately. Actually, this first page here with this lady here kicking this guy out the door, that's the best of the entire issue. That's just that, even that is kind of just barely there. So unfortunate. I got DP7, not an old comic, but it is a number 1. Devil Kids, starring Hot Stuff. Nice. Number 15. 12-cent cover. This looks to be in really nice condition. Look at that. Wow. No chunks missing. A little bit of fold over down here on the bottom. Some tanning up here. Some dust burn. A little bit of dust burn maybe up there. Wow. Nice dinosaur. Stumbo the Giant. And it is all there, and it's got some pretty cool ads. It's got Rocky and Bullwinkle for Cheerios. You got early Tricks the Rabbit commercial for the cereal, which yeah, the early Tricks the Rabbit where he looks a little bit different. And there was something else up here. What was it? Oh, Lucky Charms. Where also the leprechaun, you know, was before they redesigned him to have a more modern look to him. This is a really nice copy. Very cool, guys. First issue of Dog Boy. What the heck is Dog Boy? Werewolf Bikers. Okay, well, they answered my question. It's from Fantagraphics, and it is 1987 when this came out. And it looks like a old Underground Dopin' Dan. So you got Dopin' Dan, couple issues of Dopin' Dan. I don't know. I don't see issue numbers. Well, this was $1. This one was $1.25. So obviously this came first. This is volume 1, number 2, I guess, 1973. So yeah, these were underground comics. Probably features drug use, considering the name and so forth. I see some nudity in it, and yeah, interesting how it's kind of drawn in the style that it is. And then this one is number 3 from 1973. Not too bad condition. The pages are yellowed a little bit, the newsprint pages, but the inside the covers are nice and white. Very nice condition considering that this would have been probably kept by somebody who could care less about it if it was bought, you know, wherever they used to sell these things. I don't even know where you would have gone to get these things. Here is another one. It's called Dr. Atomic. This is number 2 from The Last Gasp Publishing. 1973 yet again. This is number 2. And yeah, early underground, what was called underground comics. Nice art in this one. And the back cover is cool. And then some PC comics, we have Demon Dreams, number 1 and 2. I think we've seen this one before. Recommended for mature readers, 1984. This one was published in. And looks like it's basically a horror anthology. Arthur Sidam's Demon Dreams. All right. Some Dynamo Joe, looks like a set. Dynamo Joe. We got number 1, number 2, and number 3. And it says it's 3 of 3, but I happen to know they continued it like a year later or so from other issues that have come through and gone on to do more issues. So it became an ongoing, even though it was originally intended to just be a 3-issue limited series. Destroyer Duck. Now, this is a series people look for, I think. Destroyer Duck from Eclipse. This is number 2. And this is actually a Jack Kirby cover with Alfredo Alcala doing the inking. Created by Steve Gerber and Jack Kirby. That's what I remember about it. Okay. 1983, this one is from. And very cool. There's number 3. I had forgotten all about this series. I mean, I'd never seen it before, but I knew about it. And I hadn't thought about it in a very long time. So you got Destroyer Duck plus The Starling by Jerry Siegel and Val Mayerick. So you got Steve Gerber, Jack Kirby, Alfredo Alcala doing the Destroyer Duck series. And then The Starling, created and written by Jerry Siegel, the creator of Superman. How cool is that? I didn't know that he was still writing. 1983, yeah, I guess I did. Number 7. This one looks a little different. So we got Buzz Dixon as the writer and Gary Cato as the artist. Alfredo Alcala is still doing the inks. With Steve Gerber doing the editing. And Jack Kirby nowhere to be seen. And appears that he gets stranded on Gilligan's Island. Oh, this is awesome. People are going to be fighting over these in the claims. And then finishing up the box, we have Hercules, Prince of Power, number 3 and 4. Nice Galactus cover. I know people enjoyed this series a lot. It was a mini-series. And I want to say it was 4 issues, but doesn't actually say that on here, so I'm not sure. Might have gone longer. And that's it, man. Awesome box. Just, I can't believe I got them as cheap as I did. Unbelievable. Oh, wow. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. There's going to be one heck of a claim sale tomorrow that you do not want to miss. There's just been boxes, such amazing boxes this week. So join us tomorrow, and I hope to see you there. And if not, we'll see you soon.